Ubisoft is currently facing significant challenges. Numerous projects have failed to meet expectations, leading to substantial layoffs. The company's stock prices have plummeted, reflecting its overall struggle in the industry. So, as with the situation Ubisoft currently is in, I will like to take a look on 4 first-person shooter games that were recently cancelled or shut down by Ubisoft. So hey guys, my name is Wavex and let's get right into it. So at number 1 we have Hyperscape. Hyperscape was a free-to-play first-person shooter battle royale game developed by Ubisoft Montreal and published by Ubisoft for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. The game was notable for its integration with video game live streamers, which allowed viewers on Twitch to affect the outcome of a match. The open beta for Microsoft Windows was released on July 12, 2020. The game was released on Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on August 11, 2020. It received mixed reaction with praise for its graphics, map design and deviations from the genre, but criticism for its unbalanced gameplay and game mechanics. The game failed to meet expectations from players, with Ubisoft announcing that they would start overhauling the game's gameplay and systems. The game shut down on April 28, 2022. The game's main mode share elements with other battle royale games where up to 100 players are dropped onto a map that slowly shrinks over time, with players seeking to eliminate the competition. One main difference between Hyperscape and other popular battle royale games is that in Hyperscape, instead of a circle shrinking as the game progresses, random sectors of the map disappear. The game, however, differs in that once the last sector closes, a crown appears. Any player that is able to hold on to the crown for 60 seconds is automatically declared the winner. Alternatively, the game also ends when only one player or team remains. Throughout the game, players can find both weapons as well as special abilities known as hacks, such as letting player transform into a giant ball from which they can bounce around, or letting them become invisible. Players can only have 2 weapons and hacks available at a time, although each item can be swapped out during a round. When a player is killed in the squad game mode, they become an echo. While echoes can't kill any opponents, they are able to ping other members of their team to alert them to dangers or points of interest. When an enemy is killed, they drop a revive point, which allows a team to respawn fallen teammates. Throughout the match, the AI host can modify the game world, including revealing every enemy on the game's minimap, giving weapons infinite ammo, or turning on a low gravity mode. Viewers watching the game on Twitch can vote, which will help the AI decide what modifications to turn on. So with these many innovations done by this game in the battle royale genre, it still couldn't compete against other popular battle royale games at the time, and hence it was shut down on April 28, 2022. At number 2, we have Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Frontlines, which is a cancelled live service first-person massively multiplayer online PvP class-based tactical shooter battle royale game by Ubisoft. Announced on October 6, 2021, it was under development for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S, plus Amazon Luna and Google Stadia. On July 21, 2022, Ubisoft announced that it had cancelled development of the game. The first trailer received a large number of dislikes on YouTube, while Ubisoft promoted a giveaway for Ghost Recon's 20 years anniversary. Due to an undisclosed reason, Ubisoft cancelled the alpha test and delayed it indefinitely. On January 28, 2022, Ubisoft launched a closed beta for the game under confidentiality agreements, although gameplay soon leaked onto Twitch. The footage was heavily criticized for being visually and conceptually similar to Call of Duty Warzone, another free-to-play battle royale game. In July 2022, Ubisoft announced that it had cancelled the project. At number 3, we have Tom Clancy's The Division Heartland, which is also a cancelled game. It was a free-to-play, third-person shooter action game developed by Red Storm Entertainment and published by Ubisoft. It was said to be a standalone spin-off set in the Division universe. Heartland was said to be released for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Windows, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and Amazon Luna. Unlike the first two games in the series, Heartland would have been set in rural America and the fictional town of Silver Creek. The game would have featured two major game modes. The first game mode, Storm Operations, is a player versus environment mode which can support a maximum of 45 players. In this mode, players would fend off against agents from a rogue faction known as the Vultures while surviving a virus. The second mode is named Excursion Operations, a player versus environment mode in which players would complete missions and collect loot or gear. At launch, the game would have featured 3 character classes: weapons expert, medic, or survivalist, and 6 playable characters. In addition, the game would incorporate elements from survival games. For instance, players would need to manage their hydration level. Contamination zones replaced the dark zones from previous games, and their locations always shifting. Players would need to use breathing filters in order to access these areas, but would receive much more valuable loot. The game also would feature a day-night cycle. The artificial intelligence of the enemies in the game would be more alert at night. The reason game was cancelled was because Ubisoft, in an earnings release on May 15, 2024, stated that they are cancelling the game to focus on Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege and X-Defiant. At number 4, we have X-Defiant, which was formerly known as Tom Clancy's X-Defiant. It is a 2024 free-to-play first-person shooter game developed by Ubisoft San Francisco and published by Ubisoft. The game was released for PlayStation 5, Windows, and Xbox Series X and S on May 21, 2024. It received mixed reviews from critics. Currently, at the time of making this video, the game is still alive, but it will shut down on June 3, 2025. On December 3, 2024, Ubisoft announced officially that X-Defiant would permanently shut down, with new player registrations and downloads no longer available. X-Defiant features a variety of factions and classes, each with their own unique abilities and weapons. It is set in the Ubisoft universe. Map locations are based on multiple Ubisoft titles in-game locations. Players engage in fast-paced, team-based multiplayer matches across a variety of maps and game modes. The setting of the game revolves around factions called Defiants that previously appeared in other Ubisoft franchises. This includes the Division, Ghost Recon, Rainbow Six, and Splinter Cell from the Tom Clancy's brand, as well as Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Watch Dogs. Defiants are customizable with traits, abilities, devices, weapons, and items. It has 6 vs 6 linear game modes such as Domination and Escort. It is an arcade shooter very similar to Call of Duty games. The reason of the shutdown is just it couldn't compete with those games. And so that was it for today. I hope you liked this video. If you do, then please drop a thumbs up, share your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Help us reach 200 subscribers. It will be very much appreciated. And thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Till then, this is Wavex signing out.